Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Well, 2024 is here, and welcome to the prediction of the ABC's Summer Fun Games 2024 schedule. We're talking about game shows that were on ABC's Fun and Games since last summer.
Hey, Joe! When you bake a cake, decorate and take it to the players who are safe. That's how you know it's cake and steak.
First, let's talk about the series that we want to see return. Those are Celebrity Family Feud, The $100,000 Pyramid, Press Your Luck, The Chase, Generation Gap, Claim to Fame, Jeopardy Masters, Holy Moley 5 and To Tell the Truth. And let's talk about shows that shouldn't return. The Prank Panel is an American reality comedy series that premiered on ABC's Summer Fun and Games on May 24th, 2023. But if you take a closer look at the ratings, it doesn't look great. So there's a 20% chance of this show is renewing for a second season and an 80% of getting cancelled. So even if it's renewed, let's talk about the schedule later. Let's go back and talk about games that should return. 1. Celebrity Family Feud. This show ran almost 100 episodes, which is 91 for the ABC version and 6 for the NBC version. Since 2015, the rules are the same. No bankrolling, goal is 300 points, and that's it. The changes are never made since 2016, but it's still a great show. And don't forget there's an amazing conclusion for the holiday special. There was a sudden death that was worth 4 points. I mentioned it during the DFDI show's Christmas episode. Go watch it after this. 2. The $100,000 Pyramid, among with Match Game and Celebrity Family Feud. This show is fantastic as the other shows. Premiered in 2016. Like Celebrity Feud, the rules are the same, only had the Mystery 7, round 1 for 50 grand and round 2 for 100 grand only. If the defending champion wins, otherwise 50 grand for the challenger. Over the years, they never had something new like the Big 7, where if you get all 7 right, you win a car or a cash amount. The 7-11, where if you get all 7 right, you win at least $11,000 during its time of now, but it only appears on the first round. There's an additional bonus called Gamble for a Grand / Gamble for a Trip, offered the choice to reduce the round's time limit from 30 to 25 seconds to win $1,000 cash or a trip. As of 2024, it should be $10,000 respectively, and Double Trouble offered the team 45 seconds to guess 7 two-word responses for a $500 bonus. As of 2024, a $5,000 bonus. And last but not least, the Super 6, which if you get all 6 words in 20 seconds, you win an additional prize. Even the changes are never made, it's still a very, very fun show. As fought the holiday special, not as good, but at least they won $50,000 once. 3. Claim to Fame, kicking Season 2, with an unexpected meltdown incident with Carly, and during this season, Chris Osman eliminated 3 people without doing anything, which I went for Chris to win the 100 G's, but in the finale, Monet pulled a miracle, because Chris got eliminated by Monet. It's like the Victoria Gross loss all over again, which you'll talk about it later. But she's a runner-up, and Gabriel is the second winner of Claim to Fame. If you've never heard of this show, Claim to Fame is an American reality competition series that premiered on ABC's Summer Fun and Games on July 11, 2022. And I'm not talking about the 80s Claim to Fame panel game show. Let's talk about the changes after the elimination, also known as the guess-off. There's cameos from celebrities unlike Season 1. And another change is if you get it wrong on Season 1, it's a thumbs down. But in Season 2, the screen melts. For its time, it's making a comeback for the rating so far. A roller coasters of emotions. 4. Generation Gap. A major change since the Season 1 premiere. First, the team themselves. In Season 1, there's only 2 teams. In Season 2, now there's 3 teams. Second, Joe Repa is back for the rest of the episode until the same name game instead of just the forgotten pop quiz in Season 1. Third, the podium doesn't have buttons this time, it's the buzzer devices in Season 2. Fourth, you cannot steal from your own team unlike Season 1. Fifth, at any time you're wrong, nothing bad happens, but if you're the one who ran out of time and not answer the question, you lose $100. Sixth, the studio has been changed compared to Season 1. Seventh, there's a team elimination after the 4th round. Whoever gets the least amount of money is out. And eighth, they added more sound effects. Now, let's talk about the games. First up, the warm-up round is What You Know? The rules of this game has been changed. Normally in Season 1, you get these categories, but in Season 2, there's no categories, it's randomized. Second, they removed time capsule and TV and movies for the second game or the second part of What You Know. Instead, we have 5 new games that have been played in Season 2 like I Second That Emoji, Poster PI, What Are They, Fill in the Gap and Word Stew. Third, they have changed the name from Who Am I? To Don't You Know Who I Am? And the only change is some mystery celebrities are on the phone and sometimes in public. Fourth, there's no more pop quiz in Season 2. Instead, we got some 4 of its new games, with Joe Repa like, What's Joe Repa's Trying to Say? Drivers Keepers, Joe Repa slogans and Joe Repa quotes. Fifth, the same name game had a small change. The steals are no longer worth $1,000. It's $2,000 like always. And last but not least, the Toddler's Choice bonus round. It is known as Tot's Choice. There's 3 changes for this game. First, they use curtains to open instead of the screen. Second, some episodes will have the opposite places for the car and the toy, and most likely, it's not always a car. It can be a jet ski, it can be a trip, or it can be $30,000 in different ways. In conclusion, this show is amazing, better than Season 1 somehow, with these changes, and I think Season 3 should have new games as well. 5. The Chase. In Season 3, they had new chasers and 2 of them will not be returning this season. Ken, the Professor, Jennings and Mark, the Beast, left it, since their records are not as good. They added new chasers like Brandon, the Lightning Bolt, Blackwell, Buzzy, the Stunner, Conan, the Queen, Victoria Gross. There's some few changes this season. 1. You can choose the question set or B during the final chase. 2. The animations are different compared to Season 2. And third, the Lazarus final chase is nerfed out. Normally, the chaser offers the amount but you're not getting a head start. But in Season 3, you only get $60,000 to split and you get a 1-step head start. In 2022, people wanted Matt Amodio and Amy Schneider as new chasers on ABC's The Chase. However, they are still under contract with Jeopardy and they haven't competed at the 2022 Tournament of Champions. It's been 2 years. We have to wait until Season 4 premieres, or it gets cancelled before that happens. In conclusion, this season was decent enough. The Queen refuses to lose until Jean beats her, and lost again in the next episodes. But worse, at least this team, who are Kiana, Teo and Liz, did an amazing job at the final chase than the last season's team like Liz, Steve and Greg. This team had 7 pushbacks, not even a missed opportunity, but they had least amount of money. Thank them Liz, Steve and Greg. Another thing that I want to talk about is Victoria Gross pulled the under the wire moment. She caught the team within 0 seconds, and people are a little bit mad that they thought Victoria lost, but the real thing, she wins. There's another moment that Brandon Blackwell got robbed by the judges, and I'm not talking about the after the buzzer call, I'm talking about the judges pushed the chaser back 1 step before the 2-minute time limit starts. Originally, it was 13 steps, now it's 14 steps. And one more thing before we talk about the other game, not only we have 3 Lazarus final chases in total, 1 of them is a win, with Sean and the rest of them lost, but we have an extremely rare occurrence that has never happened in Season 1 or 2. Meta, the first contestant who did not lock their answer in time. Next season, the chasers need a first for this. Or maybe a super offer like Game Show Network, or bring Amy and Matt as chasers. Now, we can finally talk about the next game. 6. press your luck. Last season, they have introduced a new square on the Big Bucks Bonanza called Prize 8 Palooza. If you land on it, you win every prize visible on the board. And now this season, they added the Big 40. If you land on it, it awards 40 of a mystery prize or cash amount. It could be $40,000, it could be 40 diamonds. We know what to do. There's some changes this season. First, the Haven Studios have been moved since Television City, among with Price is Right, Make a Deal and Celebrity Family Feud. If Card Sharks, Match Game and Supermarket Sweep were renewed for another season, these shows should move to Haven Studios as well. Second, the announcer is different and so the Whammy Voices, Neil Ross, is no longer the announcer since seasons 1 through 4. We got Chris Ahern as the announcer, assuming both roles, beginning in season 5, while the Whammy animations featuring Ross continue to be used. And third, as we said before, since the promo leak, the Big Bucks Square logo has changed since seasons 1 through 4. In conclusion, this show is amazing, tied as Match Game 2016's amount of seasons. 7. Jeopardy Masters, didn't see that coming. This is one of 5 Jeopardy tournaments on ABC. The first one is Super Jeopardy in 1990, then the greatest of all time in 2019, National College Championship and Celebrity Jeopardy in 2022, and Jeopardy Masters in last year. This is a Champions League style format of this tournament. In a slight change to the Jeopardy format, each round begins with a revelation to the television audience of the location of that round's daily doubles. As the top 3 finalists, Holey, Roach, and Amodio all received invitations to the next Masters competition. It should be a second season somewhere in May of this year. This show was great, especially with the skyrocketing ratings. 8. To tell the truth, and Holy Moley 5 have not been renewed or cancelled for 2 years. We want to see them return, but it is unknown.
Welcome to
ABC Summer Fun and Games.
After 9 years in development, hopefully it will have been worth the wait. Thanks, and have fun.
Now, let's talk about the new games and the reboots for ABC's Fun and Games. 1. Classic Concentration, or we can call it Primetime Concentration. Here's how it's gonna work. 2 contestants sat before a board of 25 numbered squares with a best of 3 battle. Each square was composed of a trillion that concealed a piece of the rebus and either the name of a prize or special square. If they can match, they get the prize, otherwise they lose a turn. If they can solve it 2 times of a best of 3, they're going to the bonus round, otherwise nothing happens. In the event of a tie, the tie-breaker is the 3rd round, means that there's 25 numbered squares, removing one by one, and whoever buzzes in and solves it, they go to the bonus round, otherwise the player gets a chance to solve it. If not, it should repeat until it's solved. Here are the special squares that we want to see. The wild card, take 1 gift, forfeit 1 gift and bonus number. Here is the bonus, that it's gonna work in Primetime. Some people are wondering, how do you have time in Primetime since there's no returning champions? Hear me out. The bonus round, W, Winner's Circle, was played for one of 8 cars that were displayed in the studio. The contestant was shown a board of 15 numbered panels, behind which 7 of the 8 cards had matching pairs. The 8th was always used as a decoy. Normally in daytime, contestants were given a base time of 35 seconds to play the round, with 5 seconds added for each time the round was not won. But in Primetime, there's 2 rounds, 1. Contestants were given a base time of 35 seconds to play the first round, but for every match, 5 seconds will be added in the second round. When the time runs out, you get to play the remaining seconds on the second round. If they lost or ran out of time again, they win at least the amount of money every time they get a match. If a contestant made all 7 matches before time ran out, they won the last car matched. But if a contestant made all 7 matches before time ran out in one single round, they not only won the last car matched, but they win $25,000 as well. And by the way, it should be hour long, with 2 games in total. This show will have the theme from the 87. The sound effects will sound similar to Card Sharks' 2019 revival, and this show will be hosted by Ellen Pompeo, star of the drama series Grey's Anatomy. And one more thing, the first episode of the series will be dedicated to Alex Trebek. 2. The reboot of Hollywood Squares, and I'm not talking about Celebrity Squares on Black Entertainment Television. Here's how this works. 2 contestants compete in a game of tic-tac-toe to win cash and prizes. The board for the game is a 3x3 vertical stack of open-faced cubes, each occupied by a celebrity, seated at a desk and facing the contestants. The stars are asked questions by the host, and the contestants judge the truth of their answers to game squares in the right pattern to win the game. Though there have been variations in the rules and prizes of the game, certain aspects have remained fairly consistent. 2 contestants competed in every match, one playing X and the other O. Traditionally, the matches were male versus female, with a male playing the X position and referred to informally as Mr. X, with a female playing the O position and referred to informally as Miss Circle. The first one to get tic-tac-toe or get the most squares will win this game. If it's a block, it can't win by default. Here's the 3 rounds: the $2,500 round, the secret square round, and the $5,000 round. If they win the most money, they go to the bonus round, and the other leaves here with $1,000. Here's how the bonus round is gonna work in Primetime. I know you were wondering, how are you supposed to win since there's no returning champions? Once again, hear me out. To start the round, a 30-second speed round was played. One at a time, the champion chose a celebrity and the host would read a statement about them. The champion had to either agree or disagree with a statement. Once the 30 seconds were up, the host and the champion moved from the contestant area to the stage floor, where the day's prize awaited. For each correct answer the champion gave in the speed round, 1 key was blacked out on a grid of 9. After the speed round, the champion chose one from the remaining keys. If the key performed the desired action, the champion won the prize. If the champion did not win the prize on a particular show, they received $1,000 for each correct answer given during the speed round as a consolation prize. For each subsequent attempt on winning the same prize, 1 free key was blacked out at the outset of the round. There's going to have 3 keys in one of the 9 key luxury vacation and $50,000. If they get all 9 squares correct, they win everything from this bonus round. This show will have the same theme from the 2000s. The sound effects will sound similar. The same sound effects in this show will be hosted by Kevin Thompson, the star of Saturday Night Live. 3. The reboot of Sale of the Century. Here's how it's gonna work in Primetime. 3 contestants are competed tonight, and were each given $20 at the start of the game. Except for same game questions, contestants earned $5 for a correct answer and were penalized $5 for an incorrect answer. A contestant's score, however, could not be reduced below $0. Contestants could buzz in before the question was finished, but had to answer based only on whatever information the host had read to that point. 3 instant bargains were played per game, with the prizes' retail values and sale prices increasing as the game progressed. In some cases, the host would reduce the price and slash or offer extra cash to entice a contestant to make a purchase. During an instant bargain, only the player in the lead could purchase the prize available. In the event of a tie, the first player to buzz in, if any, received the prize. For a brief time, any contestant who bought an instant bargain could win back the money they spent by correctly answering a money-back question immediately afterward. 3 same-game rounds were played per game as well. The first half of each round consisted of a "Who am I?" style question, starting with obscure clues and proceeding to easier ones as the host continued. A contestant who buzzed in with a correct answer played the second half of the round. Giving an incorrect answer eliminated a player from the round, but with no score penalty. If none of the contestants answered correctly, the second half of the round was skipped. The contestant who answered correctly was given a choice of 9 spaces on the same game board, each displaying the face of a celebrity. 8 of the spaces hid either small bonus prizes or various amounts of cash, some of which offered the contestant a choice between taking either the money or an extra turn. Hidden behind one space was a $25 money card, which added that amount to the contestant's score. Spaces were removed from play as they were revealed. After the third playing, the host asked 3 final questions to end the game. After the first same game round, the money will double. After the second same game round, the money will triple. And after the final same game round, it will multiply by 5 on the speed round. The contestant with the highest final score became the champion. If the match ended in a tie, the tied players were asked one more question. Buzzing in and answering correctly won the game, while answering incorrectly resulted in a loss. In both cases, the losing contestants kept all cash and prizes they had accumulated, including their final scores in cash. If you were wondering, how does it gonna work in Primetime? Hear me out on this. The champion was given a chance to buy a bonus prize with the money earned in all main game wins for the half hour. 6 individual prizes were offered, which changed every episode and were arranged in ascending order of both retail value and sale price. A new champion was always allowed to buy the least expensive prize for either its sale price or the entire first game winning score, whichever was lower. The jackpot will start at $50,000 for every time a descending contestant leaves. It increases by $1,000. After a win, the champion could either buy the highest affordable prize and retire from the show, or return to play another match, which is the second half hour only, in the hopes of winning enough money to afford a higher level prize. A defeated champion left with only the cash and prizes accumulated in the main game. Prizes on the uppermost levels included expensive jewelry, fur coats, and opulent trips, with first-class accommodations, with a luxury automobile as the most common top prize. And remember, they have to get at least more than $600 within an hour. The show will have the same theme from the 1980s. The sound effects will sound similar. The same sound effects in this show will be hosted by Whoopi Goldberg, the moderator of the talk show, The View, just like Sarah Haynes from The Chase. 4. Last, but not least, the Newlywed game Reboot. Remember that, when they tried to reboot the dating game called the Celebrity Dating Game? Well, it failed. And I'm hoping this dating game show to be rebooted. Here's how it works. Let's focus on the 1996-97 rules. In round 1, each spouse was shown a videotape of their mates, who gave a statement mostly about their spouse. The tape was paused near the end, which gave the spouse in control a chance to predict how his or her mate completed the statement. Then the tape played again, and a correct answer earned 10 points. First the husband's tapes were shown and the wives took a guess, and then it went the opposite direction. In round 2, the host asked the couples a multiple-choice question in which one half of the couples had given answers in advance, and the other must guess what they chose. Each match again earns 10 points. First the wives predicted what their husband said, then the process was reversed. In round 3, in this round before the show, either the wives or the husbands gave some very weird facts about themselves. The host gave the facts to the other half of the couple, who were equipped with heart-shaped signs that say, "That's my wife or man." If they recognized that fact, all they had to do was to raise the sign and yell out, "That's my wife or man." Correct recognitions won 10 points for their team, but wrong ones lost 10 points for the team. Only the first person to raise the sign could win or lose. 7 facts were played. In this final round of the game, the host read a series of choices, example, candy or potato chips, rocket scientist or space cadet, ketchup or mustard, etc., and the wives held cards with one of the choices on it. Then the husbands chose one of the 2 things that most applies to them. Each match earned points. There were 7 questions, and each question was worth 10 points more than the previous question, with the last question worth even more. So 3 10 points were possible for any couple who answer all 7 questions correctly in this round. For example, question 1 is 10, 2 is 20, 3 is 30, 4 is 40, 5 is 50, 6 is 60, and 7 is 100 points. The couple with the most points would win the game on the second honeymoon trip. If there was a tie-breaker question was played until only one couple correctly answered the question. That couple would then win. If 2 couples answered correctly or incorrectly, this tie-breaker was repeated with a new question. This also applied to all 3 couples who answered right or wrong, or 2 of the 3 couples in the tie-breaker who answered correctly. This will be 2 games in 1 hour like always, but this format will may be mostly disliked since the 90s. It may work, but I don't know. This show will have the same music from the original, same sounds as always, and will be hosted by Gina Rodriguez, star of the comedy series Not Dead Yet. 5. And as a bonus, we'll add one more game show and a reality show ideas. This is for your ideas in the comments below. We're not talking about reboots, we're talking about the new games like Don't, The Hustler, The Final Straw, Claim to Fame, etc. Write down your comments below for these new game show ideas for ABC's Summer Fun and Games 2024. And that concludes all of the reboots and the new games. And finally, let's predict the summer schedule for ABC's Fun and Games. First, let's talk about Sundays. In Sundays, 2015 is the very first year and the very first time premiering episodes for ABC's Summer Fun and Games at Sundays 8/7 Central. It's Celebrity Family Feud in fall 2020 for the first time ever in ABC's Summer Fun and Games history. Supermarket Sweep is premiering instead in winter 2020. Millionaire is premiering in summer 2021. It's back to Celebrity Family Feud until summer of 2023. The prank panel premiered until midsummer due to new time changes. Feud is back. So, we'll always put Celebrity Family Feud in here. In Sundays at 9/8 Central, the first game has been premiered that time in 2016 is the $100,000 Pyramid. The second game is Steve Harvey's Thunderdome in 2018 and 2019. It's back to Pyramid in summer 2020. Press Your Luck has been premiered in fall 2020. Millionaire premiered in winter 2020. Card Sharks is premiering in summer 2021. The Chase premieres in summer 2022. The Final Straw premieres until midsummer 2022 is when Pyramid is back at 9/8 Central until Celebrity Family Feud. For the first time ever, it's at 9/8 Central until midsummer 2023. Pyramid returns. This year, I prefer the remake of Hollywood Squares hosted by Kenan Thompson and Gear. In Sundays at 10/9 Central, the first game has been premiered that time in 2016 is Match Game, a former ABC's Fun and Games series. The second game is Pyramid in 2017, and then To Tell the Truth in 2018 and 2019. In summer 2020, Match Game is premiered in fall 2020. Card Sharks premiered in late winter 2021. Millionaire is premiering in summer 2021. To Tell the Truth is back in summer 2022. Pyramid is back since 2017 until the fight at a new time in summer 2023. Only Pyramid premiered. This year I'll put Pyramid on that time. Second, let's start with Tuesdays. In Tuesday at 10/9 Central in 2016, their first ABC Summer Fun and Games series was To Tell the Truth, which was outside of that block until 2017. The second one being The Ultimate Surfer. Third one in fall 2023 is Press Your Luck. This year, if To Tell the Truth returns for a 7th season after a 2-year hiatus. Let ABC make it for Tuesdays at 10/9 Central. ABC, can you bring back the 4th contestant after years? The pandemic is over. Speaking of 2-year hiatus, Holy Moley 5 isn't here yet. I'm going to place this show at 9/8 Central on Tuesdays. Come on ABC. Please make new holes and should call it Holy Moley Par 5. In Tuesdays at 8/7 Central on midwinter to late winter 2021, To Tell the Truth is back. In late spring 2022, Holy Moley Forever is here and at 9/8 Central for the first time ever. The Chase is here. In winter 2023, Celebrity Jeopardy is here. Remember Claim to Fame on Mondays at 8/7 Central? It should have a better time than 10/9 Central when it comes to ratings. Let's place it at 8/7 Central on Tuesdays and you'll see why. Third, let's talk about Mondays. The first game of Mondays at 10/9 Central is To Tell the Truth in midsummer of 2017, the second being the Celebrity Dating Game in late spring 2021, and in summer 2021. The third game is The Ultimate Surfer in 2022. The fourth game is Claim to Fame until it moves at 9/8 Central on summer until midsummer. Claim to Fame is back at 10/9 Central this year at 9/8 Central. It should be the Bachelorette if it's renewed or not. And I'll add the remake of the Newlywed game at 8/7 Central. Fourth, at Wednesdays at 8/7 Central in 2019, Press Your Luck first premiered in late spring to late summer 2021. Press Your Luck is back again. In fall 2023, Celebrity Jeopardy is here. to kick things off. We'll start Generation Gap at 8/7 Central. The third season with the new games should be here at 8/7 Central. It was successful at 8/7 Central for its time on ABC. Why not on Wednesdays? At Wednesdays at 9/8 Central in 2019, Card Sharks first premiered in 2021, Pyramid returns in fall 2023, Celebrity Wheel of Fortune is back. This year, we're going to add a remake of Sale of the Century hosted by Whoopi Goldberg. And at Wednesdays at 10/9 Central in 2017, To Tell the Truth premiered in 2019, Match Game second premiered in early summer 2021, Card Sharks premiered in summer 2021, Match Game premiered late last fall, Pyramid is back for the first time this year. We'll add an upcoming game show ideas at 10/9 Central on ABC. 5th, Thursdays at 8/7 Central. First game in 2017 was Boy Band. In 2018, it's The Gong Show. 2019, it's Holey, Moley. In mid-spring to late spring 2020, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Premiered in summer 2020. Holey, Moley 2, the sequel, has been premiered in fall 2020. Celebrity Family Feud first premiered on that date in winter 2020. Celebrity Wheel of Fortune is here in summer 2020. When Nature Calls with Helen Mirren premiered until a new time on midsummer. Holey, Moley 3D in 2D is back on 8/7C. In 2022, Press Your Luck is here, same thing in winter 2023. Because of strikes last year, Generation Gap will be premiered this Thursday. Why not Press Your Luck Season 6? It was successful at Thursdays at 9/8 Central. Better than Tuesdays at 10/9 Central. Next, Thursdays at 9/8 Central. First game in 2017 was Battle of the Network Stars. In 2018, it's Match Game. 2019, it's Family Food Fight. In 2020, Don't has been premiered. In summer 2021, Holy Moly 3D in 2D premiered until a new time on midsummer when Nature Calls is here. In 2022, Generation Gap premiered because of strikes. Last year, The Chase premiered the last 4 episodes. This year, let's add The Chase Season 4. This season should have Amy and Matt, plus the super offer. And last but not least, Thursdays at 10/9 Central. First game was The Gong Show. In 2017, in 2020, To Tell the Truth has been premiered in fall 2020. Match Game premiered in winter and summer 2021. The Hustler premiered last year. There's Press Your Luck and Shark Tank reruns due to strikes. This year we'll add a remake of Classic Concentration hosted by Ellen Pompeo. As for Jeopardy Masters, this should be a Tuesday to Friday game like last year before moving on to the ABC's Summer Fun and Games. And as a bonus, this year, for the first time ever in ABC's Summer Fun and Games history, the America's Funniest Home Videos reruns will finally be replaced if the prank panel returns or a new reality show is at 7/6 Central on Sundays. Hopefully it should happen. At Sundays at 7/6 Central on ABC, since America's Funniest Home Videos ran 24 weeks last season, which is from October 2nd, 2022 to May 21st, 2023. To calculate, since October 1st, 2023, it should be ending their season with May 19th, 2024, because of the wonderful world of Disney movies, by June 16th, 2024. It should premiere between the prank panel return or a new reality show idea. At Sundays at 8/7 Central, American Idol ran 14 weeks last season along with Mondays at 8/7 Central. The air date should end the same way, by June 16th, 2024. ABC will premiere Celebrity Family Feud Season 10 after this reality show. At Sundays at 9/8 Central, same thing as last hour, by June 16th, 2024. ABC will try to premiere the Hollywood Squares Reboot. At Sundays at 10/9 Central, What Would You Do premiered for the first time since 2020. The season finale will end on the same date, by June 16th, 2024. ABC will premiere the $100,000 Pyramid Season 8. Doubt about the new things, but it's still a fun show. Now, to conclude the seasons, the date should air at least 10 to 16 episodes until September 22nd, 2024. the same date as the Queen died 2 years ago, and this is where the episodes are unreleased, unless there's specials like the ESPYs, CMA Fest, etc. Leaks premiere on Mondays. Currently, The Bachelor is airing. And after that, there's an American Idol episode out here. It should end the live coast-to-coast episodes on May 13th, 2024. But here comes Jeopardy Masters. This second season will premiere on May 27th, 2024, with 4 of its weeknight episodes until Wednesday, June 12th, 2024. And next week, on June 17th, 2024, the reboot of the Newlywed game is here. In Mondays at 9/8 Central, same thing, except there's various programming reruns. After that, it should add that the show red if it's renewed. They haven't renewed yet. To conclude the seasons, the date should be between August 19th, 2024 to September 16th, 2024, if they're airing 10 to 14 episodes. Let's premiere on Tuesdays. Well, Will Trent, The Rookie and The Good Doctor are all premiering on February 20th, 2024. Because of the strikes of last year, they're only going to premiere 14 episodes until May 21st, 2024. The answer was April 9th, 2024 as for The Good Doctor. That's my guess. After that, because Jeopardy Masters are going to premiere episodes in 2 weeks, I'm gonna say Claim to Fame Season 3, Holey, Moley 5 and To Tell the Truth Season 7 are going to premiere on June 18th, 2024. Only airing 10 episodes until August 20th, 2024 or later. This is Wednesdays, since fall 2023, they added the game shows instead of sitcoms due to WGA strikes like Celebrity Jeopardy, Celebrity Wheel of Fortune and the $100,000 Pyramid. Later on, they have an exclusive NBA Wednesday schedule and currently, we got the Connors, not dead yet, at Elementary and Judge Steve Harvey. They have cancelled the Wonder Years reboot, since it was a bad idea airing in the middle of summer 2023 in Home Economics, which had only lasted 3 seasons. And the Goldbergs have ended their series after 10 seasons. Since Abbott Elementary picked up for 14-episode full season on November 10, 2023, the seasons should end on May 8, 2024. Because Jeopardy Masters are premiering that date, Generation Gap, Sale of the Century and an upcoming game show should premiere on June 19, 2024. These seasons should conclude with 12 episodes on September 4th, 2024 or later. On Thursdays, for the first time ever since the American Idol release, 911 is coming back on ABC after 6 seasons. Next is the well-known Grey's Anatomy, a classic drama, and the grand finale of Station 19. Sad, I know. They're all going to premiere on March 14th, 2024 due to strikes. By June 13th, 2024. With 14 episodes, it can be an epic conclusion with these shows. By June 20th, 2024. Press your luck, The Chase and Primetime Concentration are about to premiere 10 of its episodes by August 22nd, 2024 or later. Fridays are just a lazy day for ABC, because every year excluding Jeopardy Masters, they don't air anything in summer, only reruns of Shark Tank or Will Trent and 2020 episodes. Saturdays, same thing, just reruns of ESPN on ABC programmings. Let's recap one more time. Sundays at 7/6 Central on June 16th, 2024, new reality show / The Prank Panel. Sundays at 8/7 Central on June 16th, 2024, Celebrity Family Feud with Steve Harvey, Season 10. Sundays at 9/8 Central on June 16th, 2024, The Hollywood Squares Reboot with Kenan Thompson. Sundays at 10/9 Central on June 16th, 2024, The $100,000 Pyramid with Michael Strahan, Season 8. Deadline, September 22nd, 2024. Mondays at 8/7 Central on June 17th, 2024, The Newlywed Game Reboot with Gina Rodriguez. Deadline, August 19th, 2024 or later. Tuesdays at 8/7 Central on June 18th, 2024, Claim to Fame with Kevin and Frankie Jonas, Season 3. Tuesdays at 9/8 Central on June 18th, 2024, Holy Moley 5, with Rob Riggle and Joe Tessitore. Tuesdays at 10/9 Central on June 18th, 2024, To Tell the Truth, with Anthony Anderson, Season 7. Deadline, August 20th, 2024 or later. Wednesdays at 8/7 Central on June 19th, 2024. Generation Gap with Kelly Ripa, Season 3. Wednesdays at 9/8 Central on June 19th, 2024. Sale of the Century Reboot with Whoopi Goldberg. Wednesdays at 10/9 Central on June 19th, 2024. An upcoming game show. Deadline, September 4th, 2024 or later. Thursdays at 8/7 Central on June 20th, 2024. Press Your Luck with Elizabeth Banks, Season 6. Thursdays at 9/8 Central on June 20th, 2024. The Chase with Sarah Haynes, Season 4. Thursdays at 10/9 Central on June 20th, 2024. Primetime Concentration with Ellen Pompeo. Deadline, August 22nd, 2024 or later. As for Jeopardy Masters, it'll premiere Monday, May 27th to Wednesday, June 12th, 2024. And that concludes the schedule. And ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion of this prediction, I gotta say it should be amazing as 2021 did. Remastering Concentration, Newlywed Game, Hollywood Squares and Sale of the Century will be great to ABC to add these shows among with Pyramid, Press Your Luck and Celebrity Feud, plus adding sprinkles for new game shows and reality shows. It's going to have a total of, get this, 15 shows in one ABC Summer Fun and Games block. It's a new record. So, what shows do you want to see rebooted for ABC's Summer Fun and Games? And what game show ideas do you want to see for ABC's Summer Fun and Games? Leave your comments below and it may actually come true. By June, it should come true. This is Object 336 Tetris 909, signing off.